All right, let's get an update on North Carolina. Joining me on the phone is North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Dan Forest, who is in Emerald Isle Beach. Within the last hour, Lieutenant Governor, we have now 9 confirmed deaths, 3 of those in Duplin County. Talk a little bit about what the biggest danger right now is for residents.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of dangers right now. You know, we're down on the coast. It came from Raleigh. It took us probably about 7 hours to get down here, what's normally about a 2-hour trip. You know, we're traveling around flooded roads. There's lots of rivers that are rising. There's trees down, power lines down. So there are multiple dangers. And down here on the coast, the wind is still blowing and the rain is still falling really hard. So this is going to be one of those that continues to be a news story every day as these rivers continue to rise. But like in Duplin County, you're getting close to the middle of central North Carolina, eastern North Carolina, and you know there's lots of flooding going on down there. Lots of issues around Duplin County that they're dealing with. So some more tragic stories that we're hearing. But our big issue is letting this clear enough so that we can get supplies in, so trucks can get in through some of these roads and we can actually get supplies into the places that need them.
When it comes to supplies, I know the other concern also are rescues. As we take a look from an aerial shot here of many of these residences underwater, are you still doing many rescues from rooftops, from attics? What kind of rescues mostly are being undertaken there?
There's multiples. Most of them right now are emergency rescues, either people that are trapped in their homes or medical emergencies. We've had to have medical airlifts from Harker's Island, which is obviously very dangerous in this kind of weather, with the Coast Guard flying in to get people out with medical emergencies because the bridge is out there. And so we're seeing a lot of swift boat rescues as well. All the swift boat teams we have are deployed, and there's more on their way as well being deployed. So, yeah, it's a little bit of everything right now. The rivers are going to continue to rise, and you're going to see more of that.
And what would you say to residents who are anxious in getting back to their properties to assess the damage, to check on their pets, maybe they can't afford being away any longer? What would you say to them?
Well, I would say just be as patient as you can. You know, there's thousands of people working on this, disaster right now who want to make sure that you stay safe. The islands that I'm on right now are still closed to traffic, so don't try to come out here because you won't make it out here for obvious reasons. You know, like I said, power lines down all over the place, and it's just too dangerous for people to be out and about. You need to let the first responders be able to get to where they're getting to, get the power crews out there. The power crews are deployed all over eastern North Carolina right now, so they're doing their job. It's just gonna take a while, so be patient.
Well, what is also helping is a disaster declaration that the president approved. He is expected to visit the area when, again, safety is not a concern. He's not going to impede the rescue efforts there or the resources that need to get to where they need to the most. What is it that you are expecting from the president, and what is it you hope to hear or see?
Well, I talked to the president yesterday. He called me and he assured me that they were going to be doing everything in their power to make sure they're responding quickly. I mean, I think that's the issue. You know, it always, even when it's going really fast, to the people that have been impacted, that have lost their homes or their businesses are shut down, and all these types of things, it seems like it's a lifetime for them. So it can never be quick enough. So the speed to recovery from FEMA, making sure people are getting in temporary housing, making sure that the Small Business Administration is helping businesses get up and running, and just getting through the initial disaster here, it takes time, and people just need to be patient with it, even though that's a really difficult thing to do.
Lieutenant Governor, we heard from your residents earlier who said, one woman who said, you know what, she wouldn't have made it if it weren't for these people who just out of their hearts come out to help them. As we look now of the rescue efforts going on there, what is it about Carolinians that you see in their spirit that will help the people out there and get your state through this?
Well, you know, we call it Southern hospitality. It's Southern hospitality, but it's just a good old neighborly spirit, and people love their neighbors. And like you said, there are people that are just normal, average neighbors, and they hear of a need and they go, you know, walk through water or get their boat out and go through water to rescue people that, first responders can't even get to. It's pretty unbelievable to see. I think, you know, as you see the worst in nature, you oftentimes, no matter where you are, see the best in human nature. And that's what we're already seeing here. We'll continue to see that as all these volunteer groups come in from all over the country to help out in North Carolina. We're very thankful for the ones that are already here. We're very thankful for the ones that are on their way. It's going to be a long, long, long process.
Well, we appreciate your time, given that this is a very crucial time for you and your state. Lieutenant Governor Dan Forest, we thank you.
Thank you for having me on.